do, and let's welcome to the stage is Keith Millar!
How's it going? My name is Keith. That just means when I was born, my mom and dad, they took a look at me and said, fuck it, what's the point? A little bit more about me. I'm actually a residential social care worker in a juvenile detention centre. Yeah. Sounds fancy, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking not. That's just a fancy way of telling you I am a prison officer in an underage jail. And all of that's just a really long way of telling you I'm fucking depressed because I'm bullied by 16-year-olds. Honestly, the 16-year-olds I know are far worse than the ones you know. Apart from maybe Raven. Where the fuck's Raven? Yeah, Raven knows worse. I do that full time, and I do this in my spare time. I am hoping someday, if this was to ever go really, really well, maybe I could do this full time. Just lock 16-year-olds up in my spare time. It's good to have a hobby. They say do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Me and my wife, we've been talking recently, you know, we've been planning, should we have a family, should we not? You know, and it's tough, because on one hand, I always wanted to be a dad, always wanted to have my own children. And on the other hand, working with kids who kill people, that will kill people. It's not the only thing that kills the mood, it's not the only thing that causes issues. Me and my wife, we actually have a dog, and we're one of those annoying couples. You know, we got the dog and we promised ourselves we're not going to spoil this dog. This dog is not going to sleep in our bed. Then we got the dog, and we spoiled the dog, and now the dog sleeps in our bed. And that makes things tough, because you know, whenever we want to be intimate and we go to bed, whenever we try to have sex, my wife gets jealous. That is me and my wife, we both have worries, you know, similar but different. You know, my wife worries, she says to me, she says, Keith, what if we have children and we're really shit parents? Whereas I say to her, I say, Siobhan, what if we have kids and they're really shit kids? I have faith in my wife. I know she's going to be a good mother. You know, I know her. Whereas the kids, I've not met them yet. Those little fuckers could be anything. When you work a job like mine, people use you to scare the shit out of their kids the whole time. You know. I'll give you an example. Recently, I was out for dinner with my wife, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and our little niece. And midway through the dinner, my brother-in-law turned around to me and he said, Keith, will you tell Jessica, if she doesn't finish her vegetables, you're going to lock her up with the bold boys and girls where you work. I'll be honest with you, I had issues with that. Number one, chill the fuck out, Jake. That is excessive. The punishment does not match the crime. And number two, I looked at Jessica's plate and her vegetables, and then I looked at my plate and my vegetables. She was doing far better than I was. I don't think it's right that I should enforce a rule I can't stick to myself. I'm a social care worker, not a guard. I found something shocking out about myself recently. I'm going to tell you, and I do hope you are as shocked as I was. Okay, brace yourselves. Recently I found out that I am quite a fat guy. Not a lot of shock in the room, fuck you guys. I'll tell you how I found out. I went to see my doctor and he said to me, he said, Keith, you are quite a fat guy. Which I thought was harsh. I was just there to collect a prescription for my wife. I was shocked. I was shocked and I shouldn't have been. All the warning signs were there. You know, my clothes, they weren't fitting me right anymore. I started to realise I've been spending all my wages on Deliveroo. Hadn't seen my own cock since 2005. Turns out I haven't seen my cock since 6th year PE class. And it's a shame because Mr. O'Leary said it was one of the best ones he'd ever. He's been teaching 25 years, so he fucking knew. I said I was going to have to do something. I said I was going to have to put an end to the old belly, you know. And I joined a serious gym. You know it's a serious gym because everyone in there walks around like a little squat tank. You know it's a serious gym because instead of a swimming pool, it just had more weights. Instead of a snack machine, it just had more weights. Instead of any sense of joy or hope, it had more weights. It's a sort of gym that had, you know, these slogans on the wall that the trainers like to repeat. Stuff like, pain is just weakness leaving the body. No thank you. I'll keep the weakness actually. My trainer like to say stuff to me like, in order to be the best, you have to outwork the rest. No thank you. I said to him, man, I don't want to be the best. Can't I just work harder than the worst guy? He said, Keith, I hate to break it to you, you are the worst guy. I think it's mad the things people think they can say to you and they think it's not offensive. You know, recently a work colleague said to me, he said, Keith, I finally figured it out. I know who you look like. I was like, all right, go on. He said, you look just like the wee boy from Stuart Little if life didn't work out so good for him. Dublin barmen, they're particularly good at it. They'll insult you and you won't even realise. I was in a pub recently and as I approached the barman said, all right, brother, what can I get you, chunky neck? And I said, yes, please. I thought the fucker was offering me a craft beer I'd never heard of before. He fucking wasn't. I'll leave this on this. Recently I was out dancing with friends because yes, I am as jolly as I look. A very attractive woman walked straight up to me. She looked me dead in the eye and she said, hi, sorry, I hope you don't mind me saying, but you look just like... And I got excited because I love a celebrity doppelganger, you know. I was hoping it wasn't Stuart fucking Little brother. And I thought maybe with the grey hair, maybe like George Clooney. That wasn't a joke, his fuckers. Maybe Richard Gere. Fuck it, I would have settled for Fat Philip Schofield. That's not what she said. She said, you look just like my gay auntie. And then she proceeded to ask me for my number 4, her gay auntie. I can't complain though, it's actually going very, very well. I've been on a few lovely brunch dates. I've tried all sorts of new things. I've tried oat milk, avocado. I've been fingered twice. Thanks very much. I've been Keith Millar. You've been brilliant.
I sensed by the reaction in the room that Mr. O'Leary is the real name of that PE teacher. Really reacting to that. Okay, all right, next act. Are we ready?